Kotochin kenyoru logoiwekab emet kong'ete Kass TV ne somanun Kwane Bernard Tanwe. Tindoi maget serikalitab Kenya nebo kosuldae konjinet nekiityi President William Ruto ak neki kandoindetab chamaitab ODM Raila Odinga eng kenyit nekosirtoi. Nitok ko kosubkei ak cabinet secretary nebo rabinik John Mbadi nekamwa kole bo komonut konjinonoto amu ibu kalyet ak chomyet eng emet ak notok koyoe kit age tugul serikali koker kole kakisuldae konjinonotok. Kong'ololi eng ofisinyi eng tuyet ak membeekab committee netinye kasuldaetab konjinonotok bo 10-point agenda ak report nebo NATCO report komwa Mbadi kole chobot President Ruto kotoret committee notok asikosulda boisionik chik nebo kosuldae konjinonotok bo 10-point agenda.
But let me give you my honest opinion. NCGCDF committee, let's look for a way of entrenching that man. I am not likely to be an MP again. Not likely. In this world, you can't rule out anything. But the way things are, I don't think it is in my. But I would tell you, I have interacted with NGCDF, whether we change the modeling or what, I would let it remain. And the same with affirmative action. Mimi pesa yote inaenda kwa grassroots. I have no problem with it. In terms of finalizing the transfer of the valve functions, I think we have made tremendous progress in terms of unbundling the functions. I'll tell you, this government has done quite a lot. A lot of the things that appeared like the government, the national government was unwilling to do, we have done. And we are now doing the costing, that intergovernmental body is very busy. They have done, and we are ready to follow functions with money, with the resources. We have told them, unbundle, host them, give it to us, the money will follow the functions. In terms of moving the money or shareable revenue to 20% of all revenue collected, I think here we need to amend the constitution to say of all the revenue collected in the previous year, as opposed to the last audited and approved accounts. Because if we go by that, by the way, we are releasing 21, 22%, not even 15. But if you go to the last audited revenue, then the percentage comes down. Like last year, it was 2.4, so we should be transferring 480 billion to the counties, but we are proposing to do 420. And 420, you will also agree with me, is an enhancement. Remember this financial year, we increased the allocation to counties with more than 30 billion in one single year, the highest I think ever. So that was, and this is the first time I think since devolution began, when division of revenue was concluded in a record. Before the end of the financial year, there was no need for mediation. We concluded before 30th of June. Why? Because we just decided to take telephone calls. Majority leader, minority leader, they called me, budget committee chair, they sat together and called me and told me we are proposing 420, actually that was the number. I told them, why can't we meet midway 415? Senate, National Assembly, they were together. And the Treasury agreed with them. And we agreed, and we passed. Now we have proposed 420. It's likely to go up, because I know Parliament will call me, and we agree. But let's not rely on goodwill and good intentions of officers. Tomorrow, we'll have a different majority leader, a minority leader, Treasury CS, maybe someone else, my sister here, and she may have a different mindset. So let us have something that can cushion us. We want devolution to succeed. I am a student of devolution. I believe in it fully, with all the challenges. Where I was told Oguda, some counties have 5 deputy directors of trade. Director of trade, 3. Deputy in 4 deputy directors. there are things, there are crimes that are committed in counties. But despite all that, we still, let's remove the people, the bad eggs, the bad apples in the system. But what I wanted to say about borrowing, up to last year, when I came here, many of you saw like I lost too much weight. Well, the problem we had here is not even about the expensive loans, debt service. We were asking, are we going to be able to pay debt? That has been the question. Actually, you've heard me mention, and the president has also mentioned it, that IMF had categorized Kenya among 6 countries in Africa which were going to default, not which were likely. No. Default was guaranteed, it was when. All the 5 have defaulted. It's only us.
Ngebagwe county noton nebo Bomet oletetat koyai lewenisiet membaek chebo kibagengeitab Kenya County Government Workers Union mornet noton nebo Bomet eng weekend ni asi kolewen ofisek chelelach cheindochin kiboitinik chebo kibagengeinata eng kebeberta nebo Bomet ole kamwa ofisek chemiten ngecherok eng nguno eng kibagengeinata kole tindoi kayanet kole wendi kosuldoi lewenisionoto komie kosubkei ak sirindetab kibagengeinata mornetab Bomet David Rono kochobotin ichek kobir kura asikolewen kandoikwai kou eng report nekinyoru kobun sirindenyo eng Bomet County Festus Rono.
En tuyet nekayai en taonitab Bomet, kandoik ak membaek chebo kibagengeinoton bo County Government Kenya Workers Union ole kaindochi sirindet neo en mornetab Bomet David Rono komwa ine kole tinye kamang'unet kole wendi kosuldo lewenisionoton en Jumamos en kalyet kosubkei ak nekokonde tetutik tugul chemokotin.
Kele wendi election kokororonitu chetonochin election ko Ministry of Labor ak Union Headquarters Union Election Board koyoku chito komi kotoreti kok Labor Officer nebo Bomet. Kit nekimoe konai membaek biik chebire kura ko membaek tugul cheregistanat en nguni ko the active members en chombo PNB ko active members chetinye current payslip ko active around 300 choton over 300 ak chekiweku kotini 595 chekiratifaen kotini kokingokakibe kotini kokikakiwon bichoto koba gaa ko chamtaat kobir kura bichoto konam kok election board ak general headquarters ana general secretary from headquarters ko kimwoini members tugul keleini kotanen en chongindo en tarikit 17 Jumamos.
Kamwa Rono kole bo kamanut kibagengeisiek cheu nebo County Government Kenya Workers Union en borchinetabkei nebo imandab kiboitinik.
Amun kasinywan nebo union ko koteteanchi kiboitinik ako yekakolewenis bichon ko iyani kele kenyoru kiboitinik ana workers and kandoik and officials chendochin union en 5 years from en nguni akoi 2030 ko 2031 ke election age. Kimwoini members yelewenech kikoini support keyoe kasitab officials keteteanchin kiboitinik tugul konam kok ng'atutik chebo labor ak Kenya Constitution.
Kounoton kokates komwa ine kole angandan konyor mautikwak en kenyisiek 5 chekokosirto kotakomi kewelinwek chebune ichek.
Tuguk che kimokyingei kiboitinik en 5 years ko mi che kikisulda kidogo ko mi che tomo ako agenge ko mi bichon kikakifutan ketamineten ko kemwoe kongoi kiwe kotini kandan kotomo kelipanchi bichoton ko kotini ko mi contempt nebo court orders choton ko ko en tarikit lo arawetab oeng kenyoru ruling nebo court condemn nebo in kesinoto. Mi tuguk alak cheu promotion. Ko promotion ko kikipromoten biik tute tomo biik alak ko kasit nenyo keyoe kora ketesen tai ko ki union officials amun union ko coordinaten kiboitinik ak employer. Kiyoni kele employer kebendi tai konyolu koyan employer keboisien tugul konam ng'atutik.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Festus Rono.
Eng county noton nebo Kericho ko bo kamanut kerib imandab lakwet ne chepto ak kikochi boroindo nebo konyor somanet ak magutik tugul asikoityi borotet. Nitok ko kosubkei ak president noton nebo kibengeitab kotab Kap International nekarutechi sukulitab Kibingei Secondary asikocher kipsomaninikab sukulit notok ak kokochi toretetab sanitary towels nekamwa kole tindoi kamuget tibiik nebo koib walet eng emet yenyor somanet neititaat kou eng report nebo Robert Siele.
Kong'alale kasarta nekarutechi sukulitab tibiik nebo Kibingei Secondary School en Belgut en county nebo Kericho asikocher, komwa president nebo kotab Ka International Janet Ruto kole somanetab lakwet ne chepto ko walet en bitet nemiten ak nenyone.
As Madam President of Ka International, I believe that when you educate a child, when you educate a girl, you educate a community. And this afternoon, it is my encouragement that we educate our children irrespective of their gender, irrespective of where they come from, and we empower them so that the next generation will have what it takes to be from here as a Kenyan, as a Kalenjin.
Kacher inendet lagok che tibik kotokyigei somanet ako istoengei tilyanditab chomyet yewekyin icheket sobet.
I am here to encourage them and say, you know, unwanted pregnancy has been on the rise, and dropout from schools have been on the rise. I want to encourage my girls from Kibingei that you can wait until it's the right time and you'll be able to go and have it at the right time. So here in Kibingei, we promise each other that we will be the women of substance. We will shine within and outside there. That is our alma mater here in Kibingei.
Kasam Janet Ruto kandoikab county nebo Kericho kotoret sukulitab Kibingei Secondary ak alak en sukulishek asikokochi kipsomaninik kotestai ak somanet komakaimuut age tugul.
I want to make a plea as Madam President to our fellow leaders here in Belgut and Kericho County. I came to Kibingei Girls. I did not know anyone. Nobody made any arrangements for me. It was just that God put in my heart that I need to visit this school. I need your help. This school needs so much facilities. This school produces best students. And I want to call upon all the leaders to look at Kibingei Girls and help us out.
Kamwa principal nebo Kibingei Girls Jacqueline Ngetich kole kabunchi kamanut cherset nekanyor kipsomaninik ole kailos alak en kandoik kikotestai kotei ako toret icheket.
Without the support of the community, we may not go far. So community get to learn that we are relying on you, we need your support and your prayers. Secondly, I want to thank the area MP. He has really come through for us so many times in Kibingei Girls. We don't take it for granted. We really appreciate the help and the assistance that we have received from you. However, we still require more assistance.
Kosubkei ak Miss Teen kotab Ka nebo kenyini Michelle Chepkoech ak Miss kotab Ka ne ambassador nebo Magical Kenya Stacy Kiptoo komiten kamuget en tibiik kit nekawech kongoi kipsomaninikab Kibingei Secondary School kondochin Joylin Chepkoech.
But the biggest thing I want to encourage my girls here is you could do anything. You can do anything and just believe in God. You can lean on each other because I wouldn't have been here if Madam President didn't really try. You know, it's only God that I'm here. But this whole thing means a lot to me because being a young girl from Kenya, you know, we are taught to really not really be leaders sometimes, but I've become that person. But also it's good to be soft and it's also good to be assertive.
To empower young women to be who they want to be. If you have a dream, you can always accomplish it. Put God first and you'll be able to get anywhere in the world.
I'm very happy to take this opportunity to say thank you for our visitors. We are so happy because of your presence. And for those few remarks, I'm saying you are highly welcome back again to our school.
Arbotsini logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kong'eten sukulitab Kibingei Secondary School en Belgut en county nebo Kericho, kainenyu ko Robert Siele.
Eng let ko tesetai komie tetutiet nebo toksetab kipsomaninik chebo grade 10 eng sukulishek choto chebo senior schools eng emet ole kosub ak principal secretary nebo somanet Professor Julius Bitok kotindoi kayanet kole pendi kochutei lagok tugul grade 10 eng sukulishek choto bo senior school sikotestai ak somanet kong'ololi yikongochigili ole testoi tai tetutik choto chebo toksetab kipsomaninik eng sukulitab Alliance Boys komwa Bitok kole nyolu eng sigiek komut lagok sukulishek choto kokikurchi amait let kasarta nemagat kochut lagok choto senior school nebegu eng betutab raini komut kasi eng mwaet kole mami kipsomaniat nemanyor parwet noto nebo kochut senior school ako noto komagat eng sigiek koker kole kaityakta lagok koba sukulishek choto kokikurchi akot kou noto komwa Bitok kole mitei kamuget noto nebo ketes kasarta nemagat eng kipsomaninik choto chebo grade 10 kochut sukulishek choto chebo senior school.
The transition process is going on very smoothly. We have been able to go to Moi Girls Kamangu, which is a C2 school. We have seen what is going on there. Our officers are going around. We have asked our field officers to go around to ensure that they support learners, they support parents, so that we have a smooth transition. I want to say that the process so far is varying from school to school, but overall, we are confident that by the end of this process, all the students will have been placed successfully. As you may be aware, there are those students who report early, there are those who delay a little bit, there are those who come in late, but we are telling our schools, let us get ready for our grade 10 students, let us admit. And I'm asking schools and our field officers, let us even utilize the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, to be able to ensure that we take as many of our students as possible. Our expectation is that we shall have 100% transition because we have enough spaces in grade 10 senior school to take all the learners. Remember, we have 1.5 million spaces against 1.1 million learners. So every learner in this country will have a school, will have where they can be able to join. And we are working very hard to ensure that we remove all the bottlenecks, all the challenges. We are listening to the parents, we are listening to the students to ensure that we have a smooth process all through. So far, we are confident and we know that the numbers are growing slowly, but we are confident that by tomorrow, these numbers will be up. We have been discussing in the ministry and we are thinking of actually extending the deadline a little bit to accommodate those who come in late. And consultations are still there, but we are hoping that the minister will be able to give a clear position of the government on this particular issue. But we want to encourage the learners that the deadline is tomorrow, and don't take more time. Report to school as soon as possible, so that by the time the deadline comes tomorrow, you're already in the school. We are very happy with the digital system which we are using to do the placement. We are happy with the way selection was done, and we are confident that all our learners will be able to report to their schools as required. But I want to encourage the students to take the schools that they have been given. Every learner in this country has a school. There is no learner here who doesn't have a school. What you only need to do is to confirm by sending SMS to 22263, or you can go to the portal and put in your assessment number and the PIN, and you know the school you have been placed. And then once you know the school you have been placed, download the admission letter and the guidelines and the school fees structure and everything that is required for that school, and then go to school. All learners have been placed. It's only that there are still parents who are optimistic that they can be able to change their schools, and we have opened that window up to tomorrow, 16th, so that they can be able to revise through the portal, through digitally. And we have asked our field officers, our sub-county directors, county directors to help us in this process, together also with the head teachers of junior school and the principals of the senior school to ensure that we have a very, very smooth process. There is no confusion about placement of grade 10. We have been able to place 1.1 million learners. The only challenge is so many students are interested in only 20 schools. Like I said before, more than 50,000 learners are interested in only 20 schools, which is impossible to place because so far these 20 schools are full as we speak now. The reporting to these 20 schools is almost 90%. So I want to encourage parents to take up the schools the students have been placed. And there's no confusion. We are very clear in our mind. The transition process is very smooth and we are confident that all the learners will be transitioned. Wanafunzi wote 1800 wako na nafasi kwa shule ya upili katika sehemu kadha wa kadha. Wengi wao bado wanajitayarisha. Na mnajua wa Kenya huwa wanakujanga wamechelewa. Wanangojanga siku ya mwisho. So tunaona siku ya leo na kesho utaona wa Kenya wengi. Na tumesema kwamba kama wizara tunaongea ili tuone kama tunaweza fungua kidogo ili tuhakikishe kwamba wanafunzi wote 1,100,000 wamepata nafasi ya kujiunga na kidato cha pili.
Kwa koyoto kokakibo chityo logoiwekab emet ak tetutiet noton nebo Kass Mashinani nebo betutab raini nekomite tuwai kwane Bernard Tanui nomakun betut nemie testai ikas ak iker Kass TV amu kimnatet naet